want the government to listen to us because we are losing our young people. We won't have any future leaders in our community if this doesn't stop. And I like to say that I really mean business about if we can get prevention or something to stop this happening up there in the Kimberleys.
So sometimes we feel like we're up there sort of doing the work on our own, and I know that the elders sometimes don't feel supported and don't feel that people are hearing their message, so it's just fantastic that we've been invited and we're able to attend here today.
I think the system feels they're trying to do something, but they're totally missing the mark, as we know. And from the community's point of view, because they're not seeing or hearing, or even there's no one from the system coming and even speaking to anyone in the community, they just feel like they've been abandoned.
In the end, Aboriginal communities, I believe, have the answers to what we need to do, but it's hard to get people to listen sometimes, and it's hard to get people to allow us to do what we need to do and what we know will work and work for our communities on the ground.
How we can get government and traditional people, traditional men and women and community to have that relationship, being that support for our young men and women that are at risk.
For too long there's been too much of a focus on the biomedical response to how we deal with these issues, and if anything we need to focus more strongly on the socio-cultural stuff.
It's really for governments and agents and policymakers to accept that our culture is central to us addressing this issue, so that it's embedded in the way that government works with us.
It's not simply to advise the government, but probably to take the leadership role and to be resourced to lead those initiatives.
I never thought in my time that I would see academics and grassroots people coming together and promoting culture, and these deadly non-Indigenous people said.
Every community-controlled health organisation needs to be able to develop their own healing program for their own community.
It needs to be a re-evaluation of the whole funding situation so that it fits the needs of the community rather than the other way around.
We need to have our own people in there to bring that black voice into those policy settings.
That's captured. There's very unique investment of people in this room and who they represent.
My commitment is making sure that the voices of our people are being heard.
The landscape is changing and there is awareness raising and there is a cultural shift, and there may be, we are in this period of time where the timing is just right.
It's a great privilege to be part of hearing this conversation today. For all of the audiences that I ever appear in front of, there's more lived experience in this room than most rooms that I would ever have the privilege of being in.
So what we say is we can't change the system because it takes a lot of people to change the system. But we can change each of our families. They can take on the tools and change themselves so that they become strong families who understand where all this pain and hurt is coming from, so that they can do something about it within their own families, and they can protect and provide a buffer to the children, and they can take away that anxiety that's killing us all.